In the dazzling yet unforgiving world of Chinese entertainment, stardom can rise like a shooting star, and fall just as quickly into darkness. Public opinion moves like a storm. One day, an actress is beloved, the next, she is drowning in accusations. Reputation here is fragile, more delicate than glass, more fleeting than smoke. And today, one of the brightest names of her generation, Zhao Lusi, finds herself at the center of a storm that threatens to undo everything she has built. Social media has been ablaze with whispers and accusations, claims that Zhao Lusi is not professional, that she lacks seriousness in her craft. Screenshots circulate, rumors spread, and speculation multiplies in the echo chamber of online discourse. For any young actress, this could be enough to derail a career. For many, it already has. But this is not the whole story. Because in the very heart of this crisis, unexpected voices have risen, voices from within the industry, from those who know her not as a headline or a hashtag, but as a colleague, a collaborator, and a worker on set. And their words have reshaped the narrative. Let us pause for a moment. Imagine being in her shoes. Every day, you wake up not to applause, but to new accusations waiting for you online. Your name trends for reasons you cannot control. Your every word, every gesture, is dissected and criticized. That is the reality Zhao Lusi has been living. Critics point to her public image, a carefully crafted persona of sweetness, sometimes contrasted by moments of blunt honesty on variety shows, and argue that it no longer holds up. They question whether she fits the mold of a role model, whether her charm is just a mask hiding carelessness. In the noisy arena of public opinion, the judgment is swift and merciless. Yet the truth of an actor's worth does not live in hashtags. It lives on set, under the lights, in the grueling hours when cameras roll and the world is not watching. And then, like a ray of light through heavy clouds, came the words of a renowned director, someone who had worked closely with Zhao Lusi. In a private industry discussion, later echoed publicly, he defended her with striking clarity. If she is truly talented, she will shine naturally. If she has what it takes, more opportunities will come to her. Character reveals itself through the work, not through gossip. These words were not flattery. They were conviction, and they forced people to ask themselves, why are we so quick to believe rumors before waiting for facts? What do those inside the industry see that the public does not? The truth, as it turns out, lives in the unglamorous, unseen details of her work. Crew members who have stood beside Zhao Lusi tell stories of her quiet persistence. On one drama shoot, she battled a high fever for 3 days straight. Yet she refused to delay production, performing late-night emotional scenes over and over again until the director was satisfied. She cried for the camera not once, not twice, but more than 10 times in a single night, before retreating silently to swallow fever medicine only after the scene wrapped. These sacrifices rarely make headlines. They are not the kind of stories that trend on Weibo. But they paint a portrait utterly different from the narrative online. They reveal an actress who, despite criticism, has already proven she can endure the emotional and physical demands of her craft. As one seasoned producer once said, data tells you who is popular. But only those on set know who can truly do the work. And in an industry where numbers can be manipulated, and traffic can be bought, what happens at 3 a.m. under the relentless studio lights cannot be faked. That is where truth resides. This raises a bigger question. Has the bar for professionalism fallen so low that simply showing up prepared, finishing scenes on time, and respecting schedules is no longer assumed, but debated as if extraordinary? Critics argue her "sweet girl" image has cracked. Yet industry veterans remind us, Public image is not the same as professional reliability. Public personas can rise and fall, but true professionalism, preparation, dedication, resilience, remains the foundation directors trust. History supports this. Some stars with spotless reputations privately lost industry support after one disappointing collaboration. Others, with difficult personalities, continued to work consistently because they delivered results. In entertainment, good collaboration is often more valuable than a good image. And the evidence speaks clearly. Despite controversy, Zhao Lusi's casting invitations have not shrunk, they have grown. Data from the first half of 2024 shows her audition requests rose 37% year-over-year, with particular interest in realistic dramas and historical epics. These are not light roles, nor easy genres for actresses often typecast as sweet. This surge reflects a deeper market shift. Viewers are increasingly tired of formulaic rom-coms. Streaming platforms, under pressure to cut costs while maintaining quality, demand actors who can shoulder complex roles and reliably finish projects. In that environment, reliability is gold. One director even hinted. In fact, more dramas are reaching out to her now than before. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics suggest directors defending Zhao Lusi might have their own interests, unfinished dramas awaiting release, investments to protect. After all, in entertainment, public statements are rarely made purely out of justice. Business always lingers in the background. But here lies another truth. Would a top director truly risk his reputation and multi-million-dollar projects by defending someone unreliable? In an industry where one failed production can end a career, few gamble on uncertain talent. And so, the question remains: who should we trust? The fleeting roar of social media, or the quiet confidence of those who see the real work behind the curtain? Perhaps Zhao Lusi's current controversy is less about her, and more about us, about how we judge artists in this digital age. Should we define them by trending tags, by gossip amplified in echo chambers? Or should we listen to the testimonies of those who work beside them in the long, exhausting nights on set? Her story reminds us, the essence of acting is not in headlines but in the craft itself. In resilience. In showing up, even when fevered. In delivering performances that touch the heart, even when no one sees the struggle behind them. Zhao Lusi's path ahead is not determined by the storm of today's criticism, but by the strength of her next performances. If she continues to meet expectations, she may turn this crisis into a defining moment, transforming controversy into proof of resilience. In the end, the spotlight does not care about yesterday's rumors. It only reveals what stands before it now. And for Zhao Lusi, the question is no longer whether she has stumbled. The real question is, can she rise, again and again, with professionalism and grace? Her journey is a reminder that in entertainment, true success is not only about online admiration. It is about earning the respect of directors, producers, and colleagues who witness the unseen effort. And perhaps, just perhaps, if her next projects shine, this storm will not mark her downfall, but her rebirth. So now we turn to you. What do you think? Will Zhao Lusi's professionalism help her overcome this wave of criticism, or will controversy continue to shadow her path? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoy deep dives into the stories behind your favorite Chinese stars, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Because here, we don't just chase headlines, we explore the heart of the story.